the visibility of the inner light, how spiritual radiance shapes the unseen adversary. How do devils perceive the inner light, nūr-i, of a human being? Is this light visible only within the heart, or can it also manifest through one's behavior and speech? Answer: as previously explained, devils are assigned to human beings in accordance with a precise spiritual dynamic, never exceeding, yet always proportionate to, the strength of their inner light of inner certitude and conscious alignment. In other words, as inner luminosity intensifies and sincerity gathers existential weight, opposition does not dissolve but condenses. By that same exact measure, their corresponding devil is intensified from the very outset of its manifestation in darkness, inner turbidity, and concentrated malice, revealing a law by which clarity summons resistance within the unseen order. From the devil's perspective, external attributes such as physical appearance, gender, wealth, age, lineage, or social status carry no intrinsic value. Their discernment operates exclusively on the basis of spiritual luminosity and inner awareness, which reflect the degree of integrity, coherence, and remembrance within the human being. Thus, the Almighty has declared, "Indeed, the most honorable among you in the sight of God is the one most conscious of Him." This decisive declaration dissolves all worldly hierarchies, tribal, ethnic, racial, or class-based, and establishes God consciousness alone as the sole and enduring measure of human worth. Now, turning more directly to the second part of the inquiry, the inner radiance, nūr-i, does not remain confined to the inward domain of the heart. Like a fragrance carried on unseen air, inner states announce themselves beyond the body, becoming externally manifest when a person engages in uplifting speech, ethical conduct, or actions aligned with truth and responsibility. In such moments, a subtle yet potent luminous emission unfolds, extending into dimensions inaccessible to the senses, but immediately legible to the unseen. Conversely, when a person inclines toward corruption, deception, or unethical action, a dense and suffocating spiritual emission issues forth from the egoic self, one that extends beyond physical boundaries and imprints itself upon the unseen field of interaction. For this reason, regions saturated with such dark emissions become ideal zones of operation for devils, spaces in which they feel empowered, stabilized, and emboldened. By contrast, in environments where luminous spiritual energy predominates, through remembrance, ethical restraint, humility, and inner discipline, devils experience inner agitation, instability, and displacement, as though entering a climate unsuited to their nature. In essence, wherever the values of divine unity, ethical discipline, and sacred order are consciously upheld, that space may be described as existing within the circle of mercy, a domain harmonized with the higher currents of the unseen. Conversely, communities immersed in self-absolutizing pursuits, ego-driven ambition, and moral disintegration, where destructive impulses dominate and both visible and hidden injustices persist, fall within what may be called the circle of divine wrath, a fractured domain marked by spiritual dissonance and estrangement. This reality is affirmed in the closing verse of the opening chapter: "Not those who have incurred your wrath, nor those who have gone astray." Thus, inner light does not annihilate opposition, it gives it form. Luminosity and darkness rise in measured tension, shaping the unseen climate in which human choice unfolds. In the chapters that follow, we will examine how this light is cultivated, guarded, or eroded, and how its condition determines the scale, structure, and intensity of the forces that gather around the human soul.